Today on Cutler's Court.
So you have an actual claim for damages in this
I
case?
do. My couches was cut up. My 65-inch screen TV was busted open.
And all that comes up to $1,900.
Correct, sir.
Do you admit that you put bleach and gel on his clothes?
I did. So, yeah, I used to react like I'd be ready to fight, bust into the bathroom, pour wine on him.
When she gets upset at me, the first thing she goes to is accusing me of being with another woman.
We'll find out today if she is ordered to pay. This is Cutler's Court. Javon Johnson is suing his wife for $1,900 for property damage after an intense argument escalated to vandalism. He says if his wife can't leave the past behind, he might have to leave her for good. Rosalind Johnson says her husband tries to paint her as the bad guy, but he's the one who went outside of the marriage and broke her trust in the first place. She claims his sneaky behavior and lack of respect are what brings them here today. Javon is here to decide if he should stay or should he go.
Your Honor, this is case number 1100, Johnson versus Johnson.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Johnson. My understanding is you're a competitive spades player, you and Mrs. Johnson, but what we need are the cards put on the table today. Why are you here?
Well, first of all, Your Honor, I would like to say, starting off, that I definitely love my wife. I'm in love with her. As you can see, she looks beautiful. But however,
Always.
but however, she has a nagging spirit on her. That's what she has. She's very nagging, and I'm not gonna lie to you, Your Honor. Last year I did commit infidelity, and since then we have tried to get it right. I have admitted to my wrong and held myself accountable for my actions, and we tried to move on from that. But unfortunately, I'm reliving every day of my life like I've been doing it over and over and over again. And I just had enough.
You're done.
I'm done.
So you're like, I know I did wrong.
Yeah.
I confess.
I did.
I'm trying to be the person you want me to be.
Yes.
And she's like, nope.
Man, she like, what you say you going? To the bathroom door number 2? Okay, who you finna call?
It's unrelenting.
It's just unrelentless, like I can't do nothing. We was sitting up the other day watching the Flintstones, and I was like, man, that's cool the way Wilma, we got that stuff. So you want to cheat on me with Wilma now? You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. It's the Flintstones, man. It's a cartoon.
Okay.
Well.
He's admitted that he did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He says he came clean. Did you tell him you forgave him?
I did. I told him I forgave him. However, I am the way I am because of something that he caused. So we set boundaries this time around. Part of those boundaries, he did not keep. You may not say you're not doing those things, but if you're moving that same way, what do you expect me to think?
What were the boundaries? And I presume these are boundaries you agreed to together.
Correct.
Okay, what did those boundaries
There's too many.
look like?
She ain't gonna remember them all, Your Honor.
Forget the other ones. The main one is the phone.
So what was the agreement about
The agreement
phone?
was we both keep our phones unlocked. I can answer it if, he can answer mine. If I need to go through it, XYZ. And one of the most important things, one of my triggers, because we talk about those things, him going into the bathroom with his phone is a trigger for me because that's when he used to do what he do.
Did you agree that you wouldn't take your phone into the bathroom?
I did not agree to that. Back in my day,
Did you agree to the other things?
Well, this is what I agreed to. I did agree to it originally. I had 2 boundaries. She got 10. Ain't nobody perfect.
I asked you about your boundaries.
I did 9 boundaries. I got 9 of them down. I did tell her whenever she want to go through my phone, she can go through my phone.
Have you kept your promise to keep the phone unlocked? Have you done that?
I tried to unlock the phone. I don't know how to do it because I don't have my passcode. So she want me to go all the way down to the Apple store and have them do it. Man, nobody about to do all that.
Well, hold on. Your marriage is not worth you going down to the Apple store to get that done?
I can, but however, I feel like we're gonna have trust. You're gonna be here to trust me. Let's do it.
No, sir.
Well, no.
No, sir.
Because you're like, that's too much trouble for me. I'd just rather just have friction in my marriage than to go down
Cutler.
and unlock the phone.
It's even more basic than that. If you broke the vows, you have the responsibility of building that up. And whatever she needs within reason is what you do.
Okay.
When you do anything less than that, that person's gonna be like, they not for real.
Well, I tried.
No, no, sir. No, you gotta do better than try. You actually have to do. And the fact that you know that in your prior infidelity, that going in the bathroom and calling and tee-heeing and whatever you did, is the very thing that's gonna send her to the roof, and you still doing it.
Someone reached out to me, and she reached out and asked me, was he my husband, because he flirts with her. So I told her, I said, okay, you know what, I'll talk to him, because I know my husband. He real nice, you know. People may say he's flirtatious, and I know sometimes he's not. So I asked to see the messages. Guess what messages he showed me? Hers. So I wanted to see what was he saying to her, not just what she was saying. He deleted it. So I don't know. That's why it's an issue with the phone still.
Some woman called you or well, how's she contact?
She inboxed me on Facebook.
Okay, so
because they were actually working together.
Let me just put a caveat out there. Let me just put a clue out there. Some of these women out here ruthless.
Oh, I know.
And they will do just what she did to get some friction going. Now, I think if you ask for the phone to see what's there and you delete it, what else is she gonna think that something's wrong?
I didn't delete anything, Yana. First of all, I was not flirting with this young lady. And we ran into this young lady recently. And the young lady didn't know that she was with me. So when the young lady said, oh, hey, Toby, how you doing? I didn't know. Then she say my wife, oh, hey, I didn't know you was here. You started still together?
I don't care about that. That's my husband. That's my best friend. No woman should be in my inbox telling me anything. My husband should be the first person to come to me because I do him the same way. So his friend tried to talk to me. I told him, I showed him messages. I don't deserve the same respect. He can trust that I'm gonna come to him. But can I trust that if we walk out of here and someone else tries to do the same thing, will he come to me?
And that's a big question mark.
Up next.
I want to hear about the barbecue.
Yeah, so we was at the barbecue and at the family barbecue and everything was going great. I was putting glaze on the ham. I'm glazing the ham up. And she just came out of nowhere and just said, I bet that's the way he was glazing that girl booty the other night. Wait a minute. Like, what's going on here? Last year I did commit infidelity. And since then, we have tried to get it right. I have admitted to my wrong and held myself accountable for my actions.
That's my husband. That's my best friend. No woman should be in my inbox telling me anything.
I'm a fair judge. And I do want to say this. You're not helping your case. You're not doing the things you said you were going to do.
Because I didn't unlock the phone?
Absolutely.
Because unlocking the phone is the key to all the other stuff. It's not just one of 10. It's the thing, because if you don't unlock the phone, then she doesn't have access to anything.
So it's okay for her to go through the phone when I'm not around?
If you agree to it, yes.
No, I never agree to that. Like I told her, if she want to see what's in my phone, we can go through it.
So I agreed to switching that because he was so uncomfortable with it. And he had come a long way. It would be a time nobody could answer his phone, you know? I said, okay, you know what? As long as I can go through it and he unlocks it, I'm cool with that.
And has he done that?
Yes.
Have there been times when he's like, we'll do it later, I don't feel like doing it now?
No, it was just like that one time that I didn't make it no issue when he went into the bathroom. So I'm trying to see if it's gonna be a pattern, because I do know that I have to work on me and
what do you need to work on?
Not allowing temporary emotions or feelings to cause me to get in the way of what God is doing in my marriage.
Okay.
So I used to react like I'd be ready to fight, bust into the bathroom, pour wine on him, try to take his phone from him, you know, and
so how have you kind of moved away from that?
I had to separate emotions, feelings, and what's real, and realize I can react the same way I used to, which would cause both of us to not only be in trouble with God, but other areas with the law, or I can sit here and think this through and try to talk with my husband like an adult, and if he don't receive it, then we just have to go our separate ways.
Look. Judge Dana is like, yes. Oh, you keep working on that. All right.
Second emotion.
Yes. All right.
But I do have to ask, the things you talked about before, busting in the bathroom and, would you say?
Pouring wine on it.
She did that kind of stuff to you?
Man, you don't know the half, Your Honor. Yeah, I mean, she did, but like she said, she has gotten better, and I do give her credit for it. As long as we continue to see progress, and we're not in the same space that we was last year, then we're getting somewhere.
But you're here today because you want to see more progress. You're not happy with the progress that's been made so far?
I'm definitely happy with the progress because any step is a step.
Amen.
You know, but at the end of the day, we got things that we're trying to get together. Like we want to start businesses. We got things that God got assigned for us. And I feel like if she doesn't begin to change her mind process, like she got to press through certain things. Like for example, we at the family barbecue and I was putting glaze on the ham. I'm talking about I'm glazing the ham up, and everybody was talking about, you know, man, that looked good. That ham looks great. And she
don't
just came out of
believe
nowhere
you.
and just said, I bet that's the way he was glazing that girl booty the other night.
I was
Wait
a
a
little
minute. Like,
intoxicated,
what's
okay?
going on here?
He loves
now,
a
with
nice
that being said,
bottom, okay? So he was glad. Who does that?
Glazes a ham?
Yeah, the way he was doing it, having too much
now the
fun.
family members
hold on,
want to know
hold
what
on.
she's talking about.
Hold on, Ms.
Hold on,
Johnson.
you jealous of the ham?
I'm not. I was intoxicated, but it brought back a memory. It just brought back a memory.
Hold on,
I saw
Mr.
her
Johnson.
looking too, Jan. I didn't know she was gonna come that way like that. I seen her looking, and as I was glazing, she was gazing. I seen it. I glazed, she gazed.
But ask him what his
Ms.
response
Johnson.
was.
No,
Your Honor.
hold on, Ms. Johnson. I want to know show me how he was glazing the ham.
You really want to know?
I do.
Absolutely.
He rubbing it, going around it, going under it, and mouth open, and then he asked to put it down and
Oh
smack
my
it.
God.
He smacked it.
Nah.
So that's why I said, what you got going on in your, who you thinking about?
No, I just was making sure. Because
You got the whole ham.
there's other people got to eat it,
Wow.
and I don't want nobody coming back like, ugh, who glazed this ham? No,
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
the whole ham story, I wasn't ready for that. I didn't see that coming.
And once again, when she gets upset at me, the first thing she goes to is accusing me of being with another woman. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got you. Hold that thought. Because definitely have some thoughts and advice for both of you on that issue.
Okay.
But what I don't want to happen is that we not talk about your claim. So you have an actual claim for damages in this case.
I do.
Okay, tell me about that.
So one day, I took my wife out to dinner. I was drinking a lot of water. I ended up going to the bathroom. I took my phone with me, of course.
Okay.
And so when I come out of the bathroom, bang, she was right there in my face. Who you calling? Who you on the phone with? And I just said, I said, you know what? This is it. This is over with. Let's go. On the car ride home, I said something to her that really hurt her. And this is what I said to her, Your Honors. If it's in God's will for us to be together, then this is gonna be the first time I disobey God, and I don't care if death comes behind it. And that's when she did that. And she said,
That's how fed up you were.
I was done. So I leave, because I don't know what type of energy coming back in this house.
Amen.
When I came back home, I came back to a disastrous house.
Up next,
But you admit that the destruction that we saw, you did it.
Yep, I was furious. And in my mind, ain't nobody finna enjoy nothing that I invested in.
On the car ride home, I said something to her that really hurt her. When I came back home, I came back to a disastrous house. My couches was cut up. My 65-inch screen TV was busted open. My bed was filled with nothing but alcohol from my bar. All my clothes had bleach on it and hair gel. I had a tree that was, I had a plant tree that was dear to my heart named Trey.
A tree named Trey.
A tree named Trey. I watered
he
Trey,
didn't
and Trey
take
was
care.
small. I watered Trey. There go Trey right there. Poor Trey. Trey couldn't. Don't do that. Trey couldn't defend himself. She broke Trey up. Like, I came in the house, Trey was the first thing I saw. You know, the couch was sliced and diced up. And then also the TV was busted open with wine thrown all over the television.
The
Look
whole
at that.
screen is just cracked and just.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's destroyed.
Yep.
The closet, she destroyed my closet with the clothes inside of it, poured bleach on everything. So, yeah.
And was it just your clothes that got bleached?
We got two different closets.
And this was your home. This was in
Yes.
both of your homes.
No,
Yes.
no. She wasn't living
No.
there at the time. We had split up. I obtained all these things during the split up, and she came back.
Now, but you admit that the destruction that we saw, you did it.
Yep, I was furious. And in my mind, ain't nobody finna enjoy nothing that I invested in. So the next chick he bring gotta sit on the floor and watch his phone and watch whatever they wanna watch, but they won't be sitting on my couch in their bed.
No couch.
And the
I
stuff
ain't spend no money on the couch.
well, I invested into it.
Do you admit that you put bleach and gel on his
I
clothes?
did.
Okay.
All right, so looking at your file here, Mr. Johnson, it says that you are alleging $900 for the damaged sofa, $15 for your plant
Tray,
named Tray,
yes.
for the television, $385, bleach clothing in the amount of $300, and designer dress shoes for the amount of $300.
Yes.
And all that comes up to $1,900.
Correct, sir.
Okay. The damaged sofa, do you have any estimate showing how much it would cost to either repair that sofa or the cost of a new sofa to replace that one?
What I paid for was $900.
Do you have a receipt showing that?
No, I do not at the time.
For the damaged television, do you have a receipt showing it was repaired or something showing the cost of that same television?
No, sir.
All right, how long did you have the sofa and the TV?
I had the sofa and the TV for a year.
All right.
Okay, well, I think Judge Dana and I have enough information for us to deliberate and to come to some kind of resolution on your claims. So at this time, we're going to ask you to step out while we deliberate. Well, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
She clearly destroyed his stuff. But the thing is, this was used stuff. You and I both know used clothes are probably a fourth of the value.
At best.
At best.
In the best condition.
And she admits that she did it.
But when you are coming to court to recover for the value of property, you've got to show the value of your property that was damaged. His total claim is for $1,900, and you could give him $300, which recovers clothing and maybe the tree.
So we know they probably wouldn't have gotten more than about $100 for used clothes.
Right.
Let's be real. And then the TV, $150. And then for a sofa, about $100.
So that comes up to $350.
Yeah, which
Which
is
is
about
about
what you're saying.
yeah.
Look at you.
Okay.
Making magic. Okay.
I've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah, you have. I think we're ready for our litigant. Well, Judge Keith and I have made a decision regarding your property claim. Ms. Johnson, you admitted that you did those things. One of the key pieces for me was that that was your home that you had established separately from Ms. Johnson. And even though she may have been a visitor at times, it was clearly your place. And because of that, it's not your stuff together, it was his stuff. You are not entitled to replacement value from the court. You're entitled to the fair market value of the property before it was damaged. And so the court has made a determination that on your claim, the value of your property at the time that it was destroyed would have been $350, okay?
Now, as it relates to your relationship, I think you are on the right path. You recognize that you need change. You recognize the need to try to build her trust. And you are trying to do right. You've admitted, you've made progress. So you all need to continue on the path that you are on. You've got to do more than what you think you should do to regain her trust. And that means going down to the Apple store and stand in line and wait to make an appointment to do what she wants you to do to get her trust. Brother, you need to do it if you want to keep her. You came here and wanted to know, based on everything that's happened, should you stay or should you go? It's our determination based on how you all have presented today and the progress you made that you all really should stay together because you can make this work. So the determination of this court is that on your claim for property damage, we award you the amount of $350, and the determination of the court is that you all stay together.
I got a question, Your Honor. With just $350, where we gonna sit if we stay together?
People in love figure it out.
All right.
Best wishes to you both, and court is adjourned.
Well, what I feel about the judge's verdict is I feel like it made a lot of sense, except for the part of how much she's gonna pay for my damaged property. My couch alone was more than $350, but however, you know, the good news is I get to keep my wife.
I'm very happy, especially knowing that we can work it out, knowing that we're both growing and we see progress. And also, with the $350, I'm happy because I did give a little something back. So.